So let's talk about finding locations. I've taught this class so many times, and one of the things that always makes me laugh is I'm like, we're going to talk about finding locations today. And I start talking about, how to get them to say yes to the project, how to show them a location release form. And people are like, no, no, literally, how do you find a location? Like, go all the way back, square one. How do you find it? So, how do we find a location? The secret is that there is no secret. We just have to know a lot of places. Raise your hand if you're a producer in this call, if you have any interest in doing any type of production. Yeah. Producers' jobs, I mean, our job is really just to know a lot of people and know a lot of places. And we become this like Rolodex of resources. And so if you're looking for locations, you just drive around. You hop on Google. You work a Google map, right? I have a producer who she will literally pull up a live Google map and just like look at stuff and look at like street view and try to find things. Ask friends and family members, hey, I'm looking for, a recording studio. Do you know anybody? Have you ever been to a recording studio? Go to public events. If your town has any sort of town resource board, they might have events that are being hosted by local businesses. Local businesses are very frequently hosting, open house nights or networking nights or marketing events because they want to get to know people. Go get to know them. You don't know what you will need or when you will need it, so just pop by for like 15 minutes and introduce yourself. They're gonna remember, right? We have this wonderful gift of being filmmakers, and people think that that's like unique and cool. So you could stop by, the new salon that just opened in your town, and they're gonna be like, oh, I remember her, Elizabeth. Like, she was that filmmaker, right? She makes movies. People will remember it. Call your town. Just call your local town. Say what's up. I'm actually such good friends now with the owner, or not the owner because it's a city-owned thing, the director of our Parks and Rec department, because I've had to call this poor sweet man so many times and say like, hey, where can I film in town that would be like a duck pond that has live ducks? It was a real conversation I had with him. And he got on the phone and he called all the surrounding cities until we found one. Make use of the people in your city planning department because they want to help you most of the time. They want to help you. Speaking of using your local resources, call your film commissioner. Film commissioners often have an index of businesses who are registered to work with indie filmmakers. So there is already probably a list of your state, your city, all of the business owners who are like, yeah, I'm down to help with an indie film. That Rolodex exists. So just call them and say, hey, I am filming this type of project. We're looking for a space in November. Do you happen to have anybody in your Rolodex who has a retail space that we could film in? We're looking for a clothing retail space. Are you aware of anybody like that? They probably will know. Um, Go on day trips to neighboring towns. I love doing this. This is such a fun weekend thing to do, and you don't even have to go far, but just get in your car, go drive, look up like a cute like restaurant or a business or two so you know you have at least one or two things to do in the area, but then just spend some time walking around and see what's out there. Take photos for yourself, make a little album on your phone of like, here's this town and all the things that I saw in this cute little town. And then you never know. Um, Look for registrations of all of your local businesses. This is another thing that you can just find online or with somebody who works for your city. Look up just a registry of all of the locally owned shops and businesses. We're going to talk about why this is important in a second, but you will have a much, much, much higher rate of success with locally owned businesses than like big corporate chains. Not that you can't get them, but it will be much harder and it will take much more of your time. Okay. And then lastly, just explore, just talk to people, just experiment.